mean, every year, just swap out NASDAQ for whatever's doing the best.
Of course.
Last year, gosh, why didn't we have more energy? Or the year before, why didn't I own Bitcoin? Or I mean, you can always just swap out whatever is the hot thing of the year, but you keep swinging for those lotto tickets. Most of the time, you're going to miss them.
Questions. So here's the top questions from clients. We haven't had a lot of questions. We don't get as many questions when the market's going up. I said Jason got the why haven't I been in all NASDAQ. You get that here and there, but we kind of diffused out already that a balanced portfolio is probably where most of our clients need to be.
I mean, every year too, though. I mean, every year, just swap out NASDAQ for whatever's doing the best. Last year, gosh, why didn't we have more energy? Or the year before, why didn't I own Bitcoin? Or I mean, you can always just swap out whatever is the hot thing of the year, but you keep swinging for those lotto tickets. Most of the time, you're going to miss them.
Yeah. So are you guys? Are you getting anything?
I mean, I think the hottest button right now is people are loving the interest rates that conservative investments are paying. It's the highest we've seen in plus or minus 15 years for cash CDs, things like that. And so, especially for your more conservative investors that have been hurt in bonds over the last 2 years, stocks have not really saved the day over the last 2 years. They're thinking, my gosh, why don't I just make this simple, put it all in T-bills and call it a day? And so that's been a question, but like we've addressed already, yeah, that might be a perfect solution for the next 6 months or the next 9 months or whatever. But all of our indicators are telling us that rates are not going to stay here. Rates are inevitably going to pull down. And then what markets are you going to be chasing at that point in time? Where will the bond market already have moved by the time you exit your T-bill? And are you going to be buying everything more expensive at that point? And so that's, I don't know what views you guys have, if you guys are getting that same question, but that's a big one I get.
Yeah, I think the cash question is always a big one. But again, I think we addressed it earlier. It's time horizon, right? It's segmentation of money. If you need something for 12 to 24 months, cash is fantastic, cash and cash alternatives. But if you really are, trying to build a plan that's going to last, years, 10 years, 15, 20 years, cash is not the long-term solution. Any analysis, any chart over any period of time will show you that cash is not a long-term solution. But it is great for short-term money, and it's nice that it's actually paying now.
Well, that's kind of what we hinted at too, with people living potentially 30 years in retirement. I mean, cash doesn't outpace inflation over time, right? So,
in fact, as high as the rates have been, it just got above the inflation rate.
Right.
Because inflation's been high and it's finally come down. Inflation's at 3.2. We got cash at basically 5 now. So now you're earning a 1.8% real rate of return. Before, despite cash still being at, call it 4.5%, inflation was above that. You're actually still earning a negative rate of return, a negative real rate of return. So
yeah, but Adam, if I have cash, I don't lose money, right?
Well, you have something to hold on to, but
that's the hot.
Well, we finally got for the first time in a long time, finally got an inflation like less than last year. Like why you don't really want to hold cash for a very long time, because things have the ability to go up in price a lot quicker than interest rates are. So
that's the conversation. I mean, because clients will look at their statement and it's got, a couple $100,000 if they have it all in cash, and they may look from 1 month to the other. It's like, I didn't lose anything. But as we all understand, you lost the purchasing power. And so I've told some clients where being in cash is a very safe way to lose money, because you don't actually see the visual, but you can't buy as much stuff, and it will slowly erode over time.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that's probably the main thing I said with the market the way it is, and again, rates haven't been this high since probably before the financial crisis.
Right.
I mean, I can't remember rates being 5% in forever. So it's a new phenomenon. It's a good thing again for short term money, but not a long term solution.